Hi everyone, how are you? How was your festive time and your new year? Are you back at your jobs? I hope it's going well. I hope you had a good rest and that you're ready. And here we begin our new journey on 2026. I think it is so awesome. Okay, let's quickly do our cleansing. Cleanse the cords. So what's news? If you've got any great positive news, please do share it with us. Good things that came across your way. Happiness. You must always share when you've got happiness. Okay, let's get this started. Remember, lives will now be 8:30 at night to give everybody a chance to get home, do the supper thing, relax, and just be able to be in the moment here. Okay, we don't want it rushed, we don't want you to hyperventilate. You need to sit peacefully and be fully with us here in the moment. There you go. Okay. Just a quick reminder that if you're busy doing something and you hear a little voice telling you you need to do this or that, please do listen. Sunday we came back and I started preparing food, and I put the hot oil or the oil on to get hot because I was making pie, chips and gravy. I'm just so in the mood for that. And halfway through heating the oil, I just got this inclination and this urge, or I was actually being pushed to put the gas off on the oil and to move it off of the hot plate and to let it cool. And I thought, okay, let me do it. Did it. Carried on cutting the tomatoes for the gravy, and I needed the chicken stock, and I reached above the stove to get the chicken stock, and as I pulled out the chicken stock, the black pepper and a herb bottle fell out into the pot of oil that was busy cooling down. I got a few inner burns. See, there's one, and then near my neck and on my foot, on my lip. But it's not half as bad as what it would have been if that pot remained on the hot gas, and if it was ready for chips, I would have also been fried. Hi Marilu, so nice of you to join us here. So always, and I can't thank my guides and my angels enough, that actually pushed me to move that pot off of the fire, to put the fire off. So always listen to the voices in your head. Yeah, that's where it comes from. Or in your ear. But pay attention to it and rather listen. Not once have they urged me to do something that it wasn't for my own good. So I'm the first one to listen, and again Sunday it was proved to me, you need to listen. And I did listen, and thank God I did, because the burns are minor. It's not halfway as bad as it could have been. Okay, so while I was talking to you and shuffling, the cards came out. Hi, Caroline. So let's quickly see what's going on here. So, King of Swords. Man over 25 years, brown eyes and brown hair. Cold, abrasive, demands respect. Seems he is making life a little bit difficult. He is just trying to enforce. Okay, so, sorry, there we go. I think it's just making it difficult by while he demands respect, I don't think he feels that he actually has it. Okay, and then we've got the Star. Brightness, hope, could bring access, so be careful not to become too greedy. This is such a good card. This is such a positive card. Okay, so if your question was it going to go better with you now, 2026? Yes, here it is. It is going to go better. Okay, then we've got a woman over 25 years. Also brown eyes and brown hair, cold heart, demanding authority. We've got two people that is trying to have the upper hand in life. Okay. No. In spite of this, it is still going to go better with you. So just keep your vision. Don't let go. And then we've got Four of Wands. Happy home. Possible country setting. So you might be moving to the sticks. Or just a little bit more out of town. And it shows two ladies, happiness, having lots of fun, country fair. That's such a good card. And then we've got Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I get the feeling here that this person, that also question regarding this is working towards, we call that a pack. When I worked for SA Breweries, you need to present a pack to sort of explain why you need your raise and what work you did, how did you better, whatever. And it does say here a raise in your salary, in your money or salary. So do your best, get your pack ready, determine why you need your raise, and yes, it's a good thing. I think it's a wonderful start. So tell me now first, did you guys do your full moon ceremony? Did you do your list to let go of the fears? Have you done your little speech to yourself of, yes, I am worthy? Let me know. Come on. I did mine live, so we need to share. We quickly check here with the Moonology what is going on here. I'm going to share something with you. I actually thought about it while I was sitting there doing the recording on the beach. So I waited good many of years, those of you that know that I do art. I'm like any artist, you paint and sketch wherever you get a place to sit, on the floor, on the couch, by the table, wherever. So eventually we could afford to get me this table that I work on with this glass. It actually lifts up. It's like a draftsman's table, the light at the bottom, the pieces at the side, drawers, whatever. And the lady that I spoke to when I placed the order asked me, why do you want this table? So I said to her, you know, for years, I've been doing art for years. My art is going into an art gallery. I'm part of an art association, the whole thing. And they actually sent me, with the delivery, there was a card in the box. I'll put a photo of it on. It's from artshavingsclub.co.za, and they write me a little note here that says, you deserve this, with 2 little hearts. And I actually put it on the bottom of my glass desk here. So every time I come and sit down and I start working, even when I do my readings, it catches my eye and it keeps on telling me, you deserve this. And every time I get this fabulous feeling inside of me, it's like, yes, you know, God did it. I've got my table. I love working by my table. And it makes me feel good. So it doesn't matter what I come to sit down for and do here. I look into this message and it tells me, you deserve this. And it's good. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining. So maybe you should also make a note that tells you, when you go sit down to work, that tells you you deserve this. Because you do. I do. Who's to say you don't deserve it? Of course we do. Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, the tarot spoke, and now it's the Moonology. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So what you've envisioned, what you want, what you've been working towards, it is here. This is now luck on your side. And with the full moon, I did post the where the planets are aligning and which star system as the moon is actually now. It is such good news, really. And then we've got prosperity lies ahead. So these two again follow on each other. Okay. So what you've been aiming towards, what you've been having your vision on, this is now busy happening for you. Just don't be new moon in Taurus. Just don't be too bullheaded, to put it that way. Still listen and learn. And then we've got, remember what I asked about your fears, that you do your list, that you let go of your fears. New moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. You know, we've all got our fears. Really, we've all got our fears. There's nothing wrong. It keeps us on our toes. But as soon as your fear starts keeping you back, that is where the problem comes in. You're not supposed to be too scared to take the jump, take the leap. Yes, it's good to have fear, but it's not good to be in a permanent state of fight or flight. That is a bit too much adrenaline, but you need to have your fears to spur you on to become something more than what you are currently. If you're scared of failure, good. That's good, because that inspires you to do more. A time for healing, balsamic moon. If you haven't taken your time out to just breathe, just calm down and just become one with yourself again, find yourself within yourself again. This is the time now. It doesn't take much. It takes going to find a quiet spot, sitting under the full moon, sit by a little river, find the quietness, and find your peace. Step away from technology, step away from things that can take your attention away, and just focus on yourself a little bit. And then we've got new moon in Aries. It also states it's time to take action. So all the cards from the tarot up to this, luck is on your side, Works through your fears. Prosperity lies ahead. This is all telling you what you've envisioned, what you want, what your focus on. This is now coming to that stage where you can actually say, I'm busy making it. Okay. When you take action, just make sure that you don't step on other people to get ahead. That's never a very good stepping stone. But do your best without hurting other people in the process. Okay, so here's our first reading for 2026. I will put up the new schedule regarding the meditation. So if you want to join in with meditation, it will be mindfulness, how to calm your mind, how to bring yourself back to be able to focus and calm down. And then a few other things that I'm busy working on that will also be added. So please invite your friends, share and share and share so we can get this build up. And I so appreciate you and wishing you the highest of peaks and the best for 2026. All my love. See you tomorrow night. Bye.